Bro,
let's just
are we playing CS:GO after this or no?
yeah.
Sure.
I've been studying the meta, and I
Well,
think I got it down.
we are the meta, as you know.
Metacast, is that what this is? The Metacast?
Yes, this is the Metacast.
Meta Squad.
Oh my god. That would be the best, dude. That would be the best.
The Metacast.
100% competitive, 100% of the time. Well,
Oh,
why does
God.
Halo 5 suck? It's pretty obvious. Podcast done.
It's pretty obvious. It's just not. It's just not competitive. It's just not.
You understand you shouldn't waste your time on this game if you can't buy skins and bet on games and talk about the meta.
The limited edition doesn't come with a pair of sweatbands. Like, what's the point?
What is the point? And some gunners. I want gunners in there too.
I was playing the Halo 5 beta, and I found myself having fun, and it was like really weird.
No,
So,
no. You confused that.
That's good.
Gaming is not about fun. Don't you know that?
Yeah,
Has to be on
everybody knows
MLG.
that.
It has to be so serious 100% of the time to have any validity.
Hey,
Because
like it's like playing competitively is fun, but I can't do it like 100% of the damn time. Like I don't the word for it is try hard, I suppose. I just can't do it. One of
can't
the
try hard all the time, dude. I can't.
people that I despise most
Yeah.
on this earth are like people who play games like specifically to do it competitively, and if you do anything other than that, like you're just like nothing to them. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
All right.
Oh, I hate
And
it.
I think the funniest thing about Halo is like what makes the game Halo is not the multiplayer. What makes the game Halo is actually the campaign. And like people don't understand that. Like the multiplayer can be whatever. Like they could just have Spartans running around doing 360 no scopes all day. What makes Halo Halo is the campaign. It's about the books. It's about the lore. It's about this other stuff. The campaign,
Yeah.
the multiplayer is an added on bonus, and it's a very high quality bonus, and it always has been, and it will continue to be one of the best multiplayers on the market. But it's just the fact of like what makes Halo Halo is not the multiplayer. What makes Halo Halo is the campaign. Like following the books, following,
See,
the lore aspect of it.
I don't think I definitely agree with you. Like, I think part of Halo is the campaign, but I think like what makes Halo is just the total package. Like the fact that it has like a fantastic campaign, fantastic multiplayer, map editing,
Right.
all that stuff. I think that's what makes Halo, because like even like the thing that stands out to me the most, like every time like this comes up, is like Battlefield 3. Whenever that came out, like they had 2 discs in the box, and disc 1
Yeah.
was multiplayer, and then disc 2 was just this like just randomly just pooped out thing that they called a campaign. Like it's just
Right.
Yeah.
awful. Like nobody cares about campaign. Like even in Battlefield 4, like
No.
or Hardline, it's just awful. But
Well, campaign and hardline
Most
was
campaigns are
a step
crap.
forward. It was a step forward for it, but it was again there were some cheese-tastic parts in it. That's for sure. And I'm the biggest like hardline try hard there is in our community, and like I don't know. I enjoyed the campaign for hardline more so than 4 or 3.
yeah.
Um,
I
Bad
couldn't.
Company 2
I
was
didn't
pretty good.
finish either one. Like I tried Battlefield 3. I really wanted to get into it. The
Yeah.
story, like I really tried, but it just didn't happen. It was just so cheap. There was just nothing there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even.
I can't even finish the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare campaign. It's got Kevin Spacey in it. It's like,
Right.
this has got no interest.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like they're trying to pack they're trying to predict, they're trying to jam pack this story within like a 4 or 5 hour window. And it's like you're trying to come up with this backstory, but there is none. And it's like why are things the way they are and this, that, and the other, and it just kind of tries to wrap it together in 4 or 5 hours, and it again feels like almost like a cheap experience, you know.
Yep. Oh, so we good to record, or we still
Yep.
got issues?
We've actually been recording that whole little bit there.
Well,
That was all
thank you
recorded.
for letting us know.
Cool, dude.
I'm sitting here going, well, I don't want to say anything
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
oh, here we go. Now,
Yeah.
Well,
See.
let's talk about something.
Okay. Let's see. What's the most recent thing? Okay. The big puzzle that I don't. You guys been following like the big puzzle for
Yeah,
the
Chief
Master
Canuck.
Chief and
Yeah.
yeah. Like, what do you think? Like, if there's people like they all have their ideas of who all the people are going to be on either team. Like, it's pretty much like 100% confirmed that blue team is going to be on Master Chief's like squad or whatever. And then of course we have Locke's team as well, which a lot of people are thinking is going to be Romeo, Buck, and either Mercer or some other like female Spartan that I do not
Yeah.
remember the name of at this point in time. But I think that's so cool that they're doing that. I don't like. I really do think it might be Buck, like we were talking about earlier. I think it might be Buck that they were
yeah, I think Buck is
recording
going
the
to be a
voice.
big one.
Yeah.
Since they tweeted that, I think Buck's going to be on there. Nathan Fillion's in the area, so yeah, I think Buck's confirmed.
Wait, what do you mean in the area? Explain that.
I would have to find it, but I've almost I swear I saw a Nathan Fillion tweet the other day, and he was right there in the area of 343. I can't.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
nice.
So I can't find it right now, but yeah,
And then Frankie came out with that tweet that said the
yeah.
hardcore kids would like freak out
If they knew who
about
we just
who
recorded
they
today,
just recorded, and so maybe it is, that would be
that's what.
cool.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
Now,
I think Buck's
for
going to
those
be
who
part of
don't
it.
for those who don't know who is Buck, I don't I don't know if anybody doesn't know this or whatever, but explain who Buck is, Craze. I think that would help.
Well, go play some ODST. Very
Which
good campaign.
you'll actually have a
Soon you'll
chance
have
to
it.
play ODST
Right.
this coming up month. Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming out this month for all those that endured the trouble that was Master Chief Collection.
The Master
Um,
Grief collection.
yeah, Master Grief
Yeah.
Collection.
Yeah.
It's coming out this month. Play that, and you'll get to know Gunnery Sergeant Buck and his whole team.
Yeah.
Very good campaign. I thought it was good. A lot of other people may not have liked it, but I enjoyed it.
I thought
It
it
was
was good.
short.
Yeah.
Other than it being
Originally-
short, I loved it.
Original ODST was going to be just an add-on for like $40, but then all of a sudden, no pun intended, $40. But anyway, like they ended up adding more to it, an actual story, and selling it for 60. Right?
Yeah.
That's how it worked.
And they added Firefight, which is the
Right.
best
Cool.
firefight.
Yeah, and then they had
Was-
the separate disc that had all the Halo 3 DLC maps on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you could play all those if you didn't already have them.
Yeah,
Which
that
at the
was
time
really
people
good.
thought that was a really big ripoff, but I thought it was awesome because I didn't have any
Right.
of the DLC.
Then all you needed was that disc, the Mythic update
Yep.
or whatever
Yeah,
it was called.
yeah. But I'm actually looking really forward to playing ODST because it's been so long since I've played that campaign. It's gonna be like a whole new game to me. Like I don't remember like anything that happens, other than you kind of like hunt around for the different helmets and stuff, and then you kind of play what actually happens to how I guess that helmet like got on the ground. You actually find out how that happened. So it's pretty cool, which
Yeah.
which actually brings up another interesting thing. I was reading some comments a little bit earlier on, and somebody was suggesting like not like what if the locks campaign is like something similar to that? Like you actually like find like a path of destruction that happened, and like you kind of like fight your way to whatever that was, and then you kind of like flash over to Chief and you actually see like how that actually happened. Like, I feel like that'd be really cool.
That'd be kind of fun, neat to do. But I think Frankie said that it was not an open world type of game, so I don't think that's going to be part of it. It'd be really neat to see again, but I don't think that's going to be part of it.
I
Yeah,
would love to see kind of like an open world, especially with like you could branch off with like the teams that they're showing and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. I don't know. That's just
so
me.
I wonder if it's gonna be like kind of like flip flopping. Like you kind of play one mission as Locke and his team, and then you kind of flip over to
Kind of like
Chief.
Halo 2.
Yeah.
Right. Between
Or
Arbiter and Chief.
yeah, I would actually like to see something uh, along the lines of which this is kind of like a shot in the dark, but there's this. It's called Sonic Adventure 2, or even actually more recent Resident Evil 6. I don't know if you guys have played either of those games, but like basically the way it worked is you started off with one campaign, and you played it all the way through, and then once you
Yeah.
beat it, then you unlocked the second character's team, or the second character's campaign.
Mhm.
And what the way it would work out is you would play through the same chronological order, but from two different people's perspectives. So
Okay.
like you would see like this jet like just blow up in the air, but you would have like whoa random zoom in. What was that? Oh, I think it was my hand that. But you would see like this jet just blow up in the air, and you have no idea what happened. And then you play the next character's campaign, and you're like flying in a jet, and all of a sudden your jet gets shot down by an RPG. It's little things like that. I think that would be really neat to see.
It might be
Yeah.
closer to what might happen. I think it's very similar to that. I think that's what they want to go for, actually,
Mhm.
something along those lines, where you're seeing two different sides of the same story. Now, one
Right.
thing I want to bring up, I don't know if you've noticed this, but if you look at uh, the the big animated poster thing that they got out,
Yeah.
if you notice that in Locke, it's Chief and Blue Team on his side,
Right.
and in Master Chief, it's Locke and his team
Yeah, so it's like
inside him.
the opposite teams in the person that you would expect them to be. Right. Did you get that?
It's really odd that they did it that way. I wonder if they're doing that just to kind of point out that it's like they're on the same team, but they're going through it a little different. Something along those lines, maybe.
Dude, there's so much guessing. You know what I mean? And E3 is like
Yeah,
so long. Like it seems so long. And it's like
it
6 months
is.
to wait for Halo 5. And then it's like, dude, I was really hoping for another beta. And he came out and he said, we do not plan again for another beta. And I'm like, ugh.
Ugh, I know,
It's
right?
it's tough. And it like I want to know what happens in the campaign. And I think with Halo 4, I jumped immediately to the multiplayer. And I think this time, for the first time, I'm really gonna delve into the campaign because it has me more intrigued, I guess you'd say, in a way, than the multiplayer. I mean, I think we all know what I'm doing in the multiplayer. I'm just tanking the first 10 games to get to iron
Yeah.
and then trying to like army crawl my way up through the ranks. So I could do that at any point in time,
I was thinking the
I
same
think
thing. Let my wife or my daughter play, so
that's
I
what,
get my
dude, we could
master
be
rank.
team iron all day, dude. Team
I
iron
just
all day.
I'll let Penny play my games.
Yeah, just like just sitting there, yeah. But it's like you have a new cat
Oh, I'm
based
gonna let
on
you play my
your
first 10
video.
games.
Yeah, yeah. I got a new little kitten. It doesn't have a name. We can't think of one.
Should
Like
name it Cat.
Dude, I figure, dude, based on gaming with you, Penny would be enough to make you not want to have other animals because every time I game with you, it's like you being like, Penny, stop. And like,
exactly.
then it's like, well,
But
let's throw a
actually,
cat in there.
surprisingly, the cat and Penny like they keep each other entertained. So like they're off like doing their own thing, playing with each other. Whereas before, like I'd be playing,
Yeah.
all of a sudden the dog jumps up in my lap with a rope bone. Like, what are you doing? Play with me. Like, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it works out. But yeah, I definitely it's more so for the girlfriend. I'm not a huge cat fan, but it makes her happy, so it'll work.
Yeah. The kudos to you for doing that.
Yep.
Like, okay, sorry to get off track, but what do you Craze, like, and Rabs, what do you guys think about the teams? Like, how do you think they're gonna play into the campaign? Like,
I think it's gonna be like, hey, look. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go finish.
do you think you're gonna be able to like direct them to objectives, or how do you think it's gonna work?
Yeah, I've seen people talking about that like Republic Commando style. Like you kind of like tell them where to go, like hold this position, or you know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think so personally. I don't. As awesome as that would be, I don't think that's what they're going for. I think it'd
Mm.
be more of a traditional, like say, like you're just playing like by yourself. Um, I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I think they're gonna be banking on it being like online, like people playing online with each other,
Yeah.
like 4-player co-op. I think that's more so what they're going for.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's going to be more like that too. Just get online,
There's
play
just
with your friends, and then you get to be play as one of the Spartans, one of the other ones. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I could get down with that.
Yeah, I think it'll be more so along the lines of Halo 3, where like first player is the main character, and second player will be, you know,
Right.
say like
Arbiter,
yeah,
Buck,
or yeah,
whoever.
exactly, right. But I think they're going to play a lot more of a role this time around, as opposed to like in Halo 3, they were just like two elites just there. You know what I mean? Like they had no lines in the story at all. They were just kind
Right.
of they
They
were
were
just
there.
there, right?
Just there. Yep.
But like,
But
okay, so when you guys first saw the trailers, like, did you guys freak out
Oh, dude,
that
I was
night, or
I
like,
was like shaking. I was
right,
so freaking hyped over that. I was
right,
so amazed at the improvement in Locke's voice, like, because for whatever reason, like in his like little thing he did, like when he was in the ship with the Arbiter, and he's like, "So you are a seeker of things, yes?" He's like,
yeah,
sometimes up, and he's like, "That's right, I'm seeking 117." Like, I don't know, like he just didn't seem like the badass like galactic hunter that they're making him out to be. But this time around, I guess it was like the voice like thing they did. Like it made it sound like their voice was all like respirated in their Spartan masks.
right,
But Locke's voice has like improved so much. He sounds like such a total badass.
yeah,
yeah, just think about all the other sounds that have been improved from the time we've played the beta to the time we get the game.
yeah. It's gonna be pretty
Sounds
cool,
brings you
man.
into the game. It really
Now,
does.
crazed when you saw the chief one, did you think he was talking? Like, I honestly thought he was talking to himself. Like, Chief was talking to himself.
Yeah, that was my
Like,
first
was it
impression.
worth it? You know what I mean? And like, my big thing is, do you think he was talking to Locke, or was he talking to himself? Do you think?
I think he was talking to Locke, but when it first showed up, yeah, I definitely got the impression that he was talking to himself. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what they kind of add that little twist into it.
right.
It was
And
kind
I
of
was just,
really, I think that's what they want to really go for with Halo 5 is they want to bring all these little twists here and there, different ways to look at the same thing.
Hmm.
right.
Gonna make
I
you
think it's,
think. Like,
I think it's cool, man. And like, the guy from Hunt the Truth is Key, or is it Peel?
it's Key, the light skin like skinny one. I
Right, right. Dude,
think it's Key.
like, that's so badass that they have somebody like that um already kind of like interested, I guess you'd say, or
Mhm. I
directing
wonder,
some part of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
wonder if
And
Giro
like,
is gonna pull a Lasky and like actually show up in the actual game. You know?
oh, probably, dude. Imagine this, like, if all of a sudden, like, you're running through this war and then you see him off to the side and he's like running beside you filming or something. You know what I mean? Or like, I don't
Yeah.
know. That'd be pretty tight.
A lot more civilians and stuff like that, just like Halo Reach did.
Maybe that's
Um,
why we'll have a campaign theater mode. Maybe.
oof, we need
Play
that.
you play as Giro.
Right. Like, that's how they would get away with filming the actual battle, would be you have him as a media guide. Right?
It'd be interesting.
They have to
I
I
tie
don't.
mean, he would
things
have
into
to have like
lore,
some
right?
sort of like drone. He would have to have like some sort of like
Right.
drone he can go and like review everything. I don't know. Yeah, I can
Right.
maybe see that. I mean, 343. Yeah, they tie like every little thing into the lore. So yeah,
which is
Exactly.
nice.
So
it's
That's which
possible.
is
yeah,
nice because Bungie never did do that.
no,
The
it's
Yeah,
just
if
books
there's one
and
here's
thing,
the
this.
games are just not the same.
You're
yeah,
right.
if there's one thing 343 does right, it's their lore. Like,
Right.
I love how they like just interconnect everything. Like I like how like War Games is like an actual like training simulator in the Infinity and everything. That's so
Right.
cool.
It makes sense.
Love
It
it.
makes more sense. You know.
Yeah.
Um, but like you said, like is War Games getting ready for a situation like this where it is Spartan versus Spartan? You know, finally. I mean, we're kind of seeing that with the teams. Are they going to battle each other? Are they splitting up into factions?
Yeah.
Like
See,
these are
that's what I kind of feel like because I mean, of course, I made that video a while back talking about that. Like,
Yeah, it's been a while.
it doesn't really make sense why they would make like the war games to like train them for battle, and yet they put them against like other Spartans.
right.
But and then here we are in Halo 5, and you have a literal a poster of two four-man teams like getting ready to fight each other. Like I think that's exactly what they were like getting them prepared for.
Right.
That's
Which
exactly it.
Well,
that's
old
super cool.
military
And
saying it says, "Train like you fight."
right.
Simple as that.
And it's like I think that's again one of the cool things that you're only going to find in like a Halo game is like trying to tie in everything and make everything work so it's all cohesive. So there's like less questions and more like wonderment about the game, I
Yeah,
guess you'd say.
like Halo
And
is like it's starting like to me like it's no longer a game. Like it's a universe now. You know what I mean? Like
right.
it's like this whole
It's
big
about time you guys
experience.
get on board.
Yeah,
It's like this whole thing. Well, here's the thing, dude. I own the books. I've read the books and stuff. I've been like attached to the lore. Like I don't own Escalation, but there is like a comic book in town that I have to drive by every day to work, Blue Moon Comics, and like I want to go in there so bad, but it's like it's never open by the time I have to go to work. So it's like, dang it. Like, but I gotta stop in there on my one day off or something to see if they have it. So I'll be doing that soon. But like
yeah,
I've owned like a lot of stuff, like Halo involved. Like I've immersed myself into it, and I've always been like a fan of it. But not until 343 kind of took over and started doing campaigns did I feel like I connected with the character because Chief was always so just a man behind a mask, and he's still behind the mask, but you feel like you're gaining a piece of him now because he's actually showing
And I
feeling, you
I think
know?
they're going to take that to the next level. Halo
Right,
5, they say it's already going to be the darkest one
right.
so far. So
Which I welcome because
I
out
love
of
dark movies. I don't know about you
right,
guys.
out of all the new episode Star Wars, new old episode Star Wars, my favorite one was the last one, which was the darkest one. It was, the one that had the most turns. It didn't have necessarily the biggest battles or
Yeah.
like the most excitement, but it was dark plotted and it was really, really good and really, really welcomed. I
Just like
loved it.
Empire Strikes Back. That's like
Right,
the best one because it's the darkest one.
right. And I think
Yeah. Uh,
there's something inside of us that likes it may be morbid, but they like that sort of thing, and it's
the
I don't know,
struggle.
right?
It's human.
yep. It makes it feel like yeah. I mean, it actually makes it feel like a struggle because like I said, like in the first trilogy, and I would argue even to an extent in Halo 4, I feel like they just gave us a little taste of Master Chief, like getting in touch with his feelings, but still for the most part, I feel like he was just this badass guy just running around just
Yeah,
shooting everything.
yeah,
But yeah, I definitely feel like you're gonna have much more of a personal like not only playing as Locke, like trying to like actually find the chief, like you have I'm sure you're gonna have like little mini missions between there, but your overarching like purpose in the game is to find Chief. Um,
right,
I don't know, just going into the game with that knowledge, like every grunt I'm gonna be shooting in the face, I know has a meaning behind it because I like it's to get past them to find the Chief. Like
right.
it's
I
oh
th-
man.
I think
Yeah.
the biggest thing now is like the big winged creatures, the Forerunner creatures or whatever, which are like guardians. Are they guardians,
Yeah.
Graves? Do you think?
The
What
ones that they showed in the trailer in
like
2012.
the
Yeah.
big like Promethean bird thing?
I think that's what everybody's saying that they are now. Is those are the Guardians?
So like, okay,
What is a
so
guardian exactly? Like, do you?
I'm not exactly sure, to be
see
honest with you.
exactly. Like I think it's something new, like new technology, and I think whoever bought this technology, obviously, if you look at the trailer, this winged Forerunner creature is standing in the way of Chief, and right before it, he grips Cortana's chip, right? Or the chip that
Right.
was
Yep.
holding. So
An
you're thinking that
empty
thing is
chip, but yeah,
protecting, right? But we all know what it was for. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I think he's searching for Cortana, and he has to go through Guardians to get either information about her or to find out where she is finally, or find Halsey or whatever. You know what I mean? And I think these
See,
Guardians are guarding, like doing their job or whatever. Somebody set them up as um, roadblocks for him to go through in order to get this information.
Could be.
see, but
Could be.
my thing is like, how did he know where it was in the first place? How
because
did
he
he
went
know to go there?
because he went through the other Guardians to get the information,
Librarian.
right?
Yeah, whatever she maybe implanted in him in Halo 4, that may have something to do with it.
Yeah.
I
Could
feel
be.
I kind of feel like just this my own personal little theory about this is I feel like he's like working with Halsey and Jewel and Dama to basically, because in Escalation, the comic book series, which I've been following it through this YouTuber called Halo Canon. He kind of does like brief summaries of all
Okay.
the issues of it.
Yeah.
And the most recent thing that's happened, spoiler alert here, you might want to mute it or whatever. I don't know if you guys
Whatever,
care,
man.
but pretty much what has happened is the Janus key that was in Spartan Ops, they now have both pieces of it. And what that does is it shows them where every single piece of for
Hello. Hello.
Oh, there went his mic, dude.
Yep.
Rapscallion.
Hey. Yeah, I guess he muted himself.
He must have. I hope he can hear us.
I don't know if he can or not. It is kind of funny watching him talk without actually saying
yeah.
I
anything.
can't. I
For
can't
some
see
reason
him talk.
it cut out on you.
No, it's all old like
Yeah, it's
video
like
for me from
it's
like,
like a
like 10
5 minute
minutes
delay.
ago. It's so funny.
It looks fine on mine. I don't know why. It's so weird.
It's cool, man. Whatever.
Um, but yeah, for some reason my headset just all of a sudden just was like, all right, I'm done. Bye.
So they have two of the Janus keys, which
Yep.
what that means is
So basically,
And then-
they have the two pieces of the Janus key, which basically when they put them together, what it does is it basically shows them where every single piece of Forerunner technology is located. So I feel like Matt Chief somehow had to have like gotten in contact with that thing, like maybe like Jewel and Dama is like held Halsey like hostage from him, or Halsey basically told him like, if you go and get this, I'll help you with Cortana. And I feel in like they kind of like blackmail Chief into like going and finding this thing, and then like that's when all the like shit starts, and that's where he becomes a traitor to like humanity when he like awakens this big bird thing or whatever it is.
Or it's a theorized that the Gaius of the ISO didact is inside Chief, and he might be directing him and guiding him to these things too. So that'll be interesting to find out.
yeah. Again, this is the reason why I'm playing the campaign before multiplayer.
Yeah, I always play the campaign before multiplayer. Always.
I would be furious if somebody like just spilled like all the details of the campaign before I
You
got to play it.
can't. You
Oh.
have to
That's why you
just
got
stay away
just
from
shut
stuff,
it.
man.
Yep, shut it out and just go after it.
I don't want to know any leaked. Show me all the screenshots. Show me whatever you want to show me to an extent, but like,
Show me
dude, I do
everything
not.
multiplayer though.
Yeah, show me
Multiplayer, I'm
everything
cool with everything.
multiplayer, leak every map, leak every like single ray of sunshine beaming down on the map. I don't care. But dude, do not tell me anything about campaign, because what happened in Halo 4 was somebody leaked the campaign early and it ruined it, man. Like it did. Like it was like, well, Cortana dies at the end, and that's all they had to say, and
She
Yeah.
I
what?
wanted to punch somebody. Like I
Hey,
honestly just
I
wanted to
went
punch
into
somebody.
I went to information lockdown. That was it. I played the campaign. That was it.
Yeah,
That's what I did the
fair.
very first night. The very first night it came out. That's what I did. I just shut out the world and just played through that campaign.
Yeah.
So do
I
you play it on legendary first, or what do you play it on?
No, the first time around I do it through
No.
just normal. I just do
Easy.
normal.
I do it easy, dude. I crank that shit down to easy, and I'm like, bro, let's blaze through this. It doesn't, like, I think there should be a different story between legendary and easy and heroic. Not necessarily, if you go heroic or above, it should be the same story. But if you go heroic, like below heroic, it should be kind of like a different story. You know what I mean?
Legendary endings, stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
Alternate
Yeah,
dialogue.
Because I think it's a rite of passage, right?
I think so. Because I don't ever want to do it again. As I just did it on Master Chief
Exactly.
Collection. Never again.
Yeah,
Once I
it's
got through
tough.
Halo 2, it wasn't so bad. But
Right.
I still got it. I've played a couple of campaigns, but I've cheated, man. I've been going through with the scarab gun in Halo 2.
What a
nope, I
cheater.
went through. No skulls, nothing.
Oh man,
Ooh,
you're a boss, sir.
Can't do it, dude.
I got negative points for my score.
Oh yeah. Dude, I would be all over that. That would like
Yeah.
that gets me so frustrated. And like it's like it's tough campaign.
It
Like
is very hard.
it's something that you don't really see nowadays. Like of course with like Dark Souls and other things like that, sure. But I think,
Payoff isn't the
it's
same though.
yeah, it's very different. Very, very different.
Just a couple tips here. Throw a sticky grenade at the hunters in Halo 2. They turn around.
There you
That
go.
helped a lot. And jump when the brutes are shooting at you because they got projectile shots. If you're jumping, they
Yeah.
have a hard time hitting you.
There you go, dude.
Not
Just little
bad.
tips, little tips.
Straight from the
Ugh,
crazed one, dude. So
ugh,
you
never
If you're
again.
using the scarab gun, don't fire it indoors. You will die.
Oh man.
like
But like, okay. So you guys play MCC still? What's going on?
Yep, yep.
yep.
I still play.
I mean, I see crazed on there. Raps. I mean, I
Every
haven't
now and
seen you
again I
online
do.
a whole lot
Every now
because
and again I do. Yeah.
you
I've
were
been doing
moving.
stuff around here. Yeah. Um, I've been playing all kinds of different games here as of late, but with MCC, if I see somebody online that I want to play with, I'll play with them. Like I was playing split screen with my brother just last night, and that was a
Yeah.
blast. But
Yeah.
just hopping on there by myself, absolutely not. Will
Yeah.
not do it.
I can't do it. Um,
Yeah,
I mean,
makes
crazed.
all the difference right now.
I see
Play.
you on
Yeah,
Forge. I'm wondering. Okay, we know MCC has a limited life, and that life is going to run out towards the end of October, probably. Okay. So I'm wondering what you're doing in Forge. Like, is it to carry you through the summer, to maybe reinvigorate the MCC game, to help be like, hey guys, I made these maps, let's play on them, do something,
oh, to be honest, the way MCC is right now, I don't even think you can invite a party member, which
I
sucks. But
I'm gonna be honest
um,
with you. I have not played in probably a week or two, just because
yeah,
I didn't. Like I can't do it. It's not the same for me anymore. Like not because the
yeah,
game's broke. Again, it's just the factor isn't there anymore. Like it seems like everybody's
yeah, I
heart
understand exactly what you
and
feel. I'm looking
soul
forward to Halo
is out
5,
of it. Yeah.
ready to move on.
Right.
But I'm in Forge a lot because I really want to get better at it. That way, I'm making some really good maps, hopefully in Halo 5, because
Yeah.
their Forge. just a couple maps we saw was impressive,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can imagine it's only going to get refined from there.
Except for Orion. I hate Orion. I will always
Trying
hate
to
that
remember
map.
Orion.
That was the one with the sun.
Yep,
It had
That's
the
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 one with the
sun.
low
Hydra,
sun. Okay,
Had the
yeah,
Hydra.
Hydra, the
yeah.
sniper, and the sword there in the middle. Yeah.
I think
And
Quinn De La Hoya asked on Twitter not too long ago, "What would you do to change that map?"
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
They
You
said
just
we're
see
working on
sun, sun,
Orion.
sun, sun,
You're
sun.
like sun,
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
sun,
people said
sun.
that. I said the little room over there by the Hydra area was really overpowered.
Yeah,
yeah.
They
which is
could
true.
just hold up there pretty easily.
I feel like if you could break that glass or something, that would change it though. Like if you could like throw a grenade or like shoot the glass out, kind of like
Yeah,
in Lockout or something like that, that would change it up. Like because then you could just like toss a nade up in there, kind of like in the pit. Also, you can
Yeah,
just like throw in that little window up top and then just blast them out of there. That would
yeah,
totally fix that problem. I feel.
that would be okay. I'd be open to that for sure. Or like make it to where it's like on midship where they have like the degraded like shields and stuff to where it's like you shoot it enough it
Yeah.
disappears
Yeah.
and stuff or
yeah,
like one nade and then it's gone. Like that would be cool. That would be definitely welcomed.
If you like shoot it enough times, it'll kind of just fade out and then you can do
Exactly.
whatever. Yeah.
But like the one thing that I really do like and I think they're really good for is everybody talks about how Halo is like an arena multiplayer shooter, whatever. I think that term's overused, but it seems like they've brought a lot of weapons that are like arena shooter style, like the scatter shot. The fact that it can shoot, like you can shoot it into objects and it will ricochet off and kill somebody,
It's like straight
or
out of
like
Unreal Tournament
I
3.
have
exactly.
never done that, to be honest with you.
You haven't?
I've never
It's the
ricocheted
coolest
that
thing.
thing and killed anybody.
It's
Yeah.
the coolest thing, and it's very easy to do on Lockout,
Adrift.
Adrift
Oh,
as well.
lockout.
Yeah, but and you can see they're doing the same thing, especially with the Hydra. Like if you remember the Hydra, you would lock on, and then you could shoot it way up in the sky and use curvature to land down on top of them and get headshots and stuff. Really
Yeah,
cool, really interesting, something you won't see a whole lot in other games nowadays. And I think it brings that arcade shooter to the front, and I definitely applaud them for that. It's a really great thing. But it's also something not a whole lot of people give them credit for. Um, but yeah, I definitely do. I love that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'm digging the weapon additions they've done here so far. Like the Hydra, like the Prophet's Bane, like sprinting with that thing is so fun. Like
Yeah,
I
it
love how it
is.
actually gives you like an actual like just little mini speed boost, and then you can just
Yeah.
like, man, especially if you thruster pack with that thing, like you are gone.
Yeah, if you
I,
can
I, I
if you
love
can do
that.
that, or and at the same time if you can use it to zoom in and like have a deeper lunge, like finding how to use that weapon correctly and to where it's advantageous is
yeah.
definitely like going to be a unique thing because you're going to be able to see who's the best with it and who isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as good
You
as that
know,
weapon is, it throws me off too. Which another thing that people talk about often is just like how bright it is. But the thing that like threw me off so much was just how much of the freaking screen it took up. Like I got thrown off
Yeah.
so many times. Like after I would like thrust, and then I'm like, oh shit, where'd he go? Like that happened to me
yeah,
all
you
the time
lose
with
them.
that weapon. Yeah,
And again,
Yeah,
I've swung and missed so many
yeah,
times
yep.
because the auto aim, I'm used to having pretty decent auto aim. Well, in Halo 5, it doesn't. So it's like I've swung and missed completely.
Yep.
It's just like, no.
oh,
Yeah, but
I'm really missing it now.
I do. I
It's
miss
almost
Halo
Yeah,
5 every single day. I do.
such a good game. Like I find myself because I've still got like a whole stack of gameplays on my computer, and I'll just sit here and just watch them, just like please God, just like
just
let
turn the
October be here.
servers on.
Yeah,
Just
really.
turn the servers on just a little bit.
I told him. I told him. 30K in their wallet right now if they turn it on for like the weekend. I would not care. I would play that thing. I would call off work. I don't even care if work would be like, you're fired. Like, dude, I would call off work and I would play that literally for, let's see,
48 hours,
what's 24 times
72
3?
hours.
Yeah, I would play it for 72 hours, dude.
Ooh, that's beast mode, man. Beast
I don't even
mode.
care. Now that I know that I don't have it in my life, I know what I would do. Like I would probably play like 20 hours a day,
Oh
to
yeah,
be honest with you.
I am no question. I'm calling off work for when it comes out. I did it for MCC. I took off like two,
What an
3
idiot.
days. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
really.
are
Oh,
we all?
fuck.
Oh man.
If it happens again though, like Jesus.
You know what?
Yeah, well,
They still do them surveys every once in a while. I think that's the one thing I just keep telling them. If it's not ready, delay it. Delay it. We can't
yeah.
have another one that's not working.
I think I don't see how there's anything wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like
The game played really well. I mean, that was back in January. I can only
n-
assume they've
they
made a
have
little
to
bit more
be.
progress.
They have to be testing it and testing it and testing it all the time. I'm sure of it. Like I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, give 343 the benefit of the doubt. I don't want the Wolves to attack me. They suck for MCC. I totally understand that. But I look at each game as an individual game. And I feel like if you were to ask me to recreate or whatever a previous employee's work or a previous like person's work, I wouldn't care. Like I wouldn't want to do it because I'd want to
Yeah.
create my own work because
Well,
that's
yeah.
what I would put 100% of my heart into. And it's pretty obvious they didn't want to do it by the plain and simple fact that they handed it off to certain affinity, right? And whoever the hell it was, you know what I'm saying? Like
Saber, I believe.
Saber Interactive, they didn't want to do MCC. Like I know it sucks or whatever, and they should have said like, "Oh, we're handing this off to another company or whatever," and then I would have been a lot more leery about it. But it's the fact of it, they made it seem like 343 did everything for it, and then
That's what a
come to
lot of
find
people
out,
still believe, actually.
and come
Yeah.
to find out 3 weeks later, it's like, no, we really only did like 10% of it. It's like, well, I wouldn't have bought the game had I known you didn't do it. Like I legit might have not bought the game had I known 343 didn't have anything to do with it. You know what I mean? Because when you say, "Oh, Saber Interactive did it," or certain Infinity did it, like I don't want to play that game. Like, what connection do they have? Like, I understand, like they've made maps and this, that, and the other, but have they created a game? No.
No, I don't know. I wouldn't care if it had Halo on it. I would have got it.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd have been playing
It
Halo.
has
If I
it
could, I
has
would be
all the
playing Halo online right
campaigns.
now. Yeah, I would have bought the shit out of it. I wouldn't care.
Halo Online.
3-4 who?
Oh man. Everybody would have been like,
Read a book.
"Hey, read a book, guys. Come on." Oh man. No, but I mean, read a book. Oh my god, dude, that gets
Oh
me every
yeah,
time.
343 did so little of that game, yet they're doing surprisingly a lot to try to make it work, which I got to commend them. And but they taken so much heat for it, though.
Yeah.
So much heat.
I don't
And,
understand. Well, I don't understand. Like, what is taking so long? Like the
well,
game.
dude,
It,
for everything that they do, there's a reaction for it, man. And 9 times out of 10, you try to fix problem A, B, but then all of a sudden on the back end, there's this C problem that comes to the forefront. And once you fix C, then there's D and E, and then you got to work on those. So it's just like, dude, there's so much stuff that goes into it. And I'm not even going to try to
yeah, I mean,
comprehend it
I,
or
I
whatever.
I understand it's a hard job, but I mean that is their job nonetheless. I mean that's what they're getting.
Yeah.
It is.
Right.
It just. I do not understand how a game that came out in November is still nowhere near playable. It just doesn't make sense to me. But
Well, it makes sense to
it,
me. It's the fact of like, people aren't
This.
wanting to create new games, they're wanting to bring back old ones. And this old technology doesn't work to today's standards. So people need to quit high def remaking these games, and these companies need to focus on innovating the fucking game. You know what I mean? That's just me. I don't ever want to play another HD remake in my entire life. And you can say
Come
MCC ruined it
on.
for me, but I don't. I don't want to play Battletoads high def remake. I don't want to play that. Like,
I
I
don't
don't
think I
care
want
what
to
it
play that.
is. I don't
I
want to
think
play
I played the
Gears.
original on the NES.
I mean, am I going to shell out $60 for Gears of War 1 again?
Oh
No.
hell no.
Why? Oh, because it's 60 frames a second now. I don't care, man. This old technology doesn't work by today's standards. It's like I would rather see companies take $500,000 and try to innovate a game rather than taking $1 million or even $500,000 and HD remaking a game that I've already played. Like
Yeah, the
I don't want to play
nostalgia,
it.
the nostalgia market is like it is getting ridiculous. I think that's another thing. Like with because for me now that I can play like each game just like right there next to each other, the whole like nostalgia thing is worn off, and like I've now realized just how like bad like when I was playing Halo 1 like back in the day, I had no idea just like which this may be an MCC thing, but I never really like saw how bad like the assault rifle or
Nope.
something like that was.
Watch what you say. Watch what you say.
Or
You're stepping on
see, and that's another
sacred
thing. I'm so
ground.
tired. I am so sick of that shit.
Dude,
Like
Combat Evolved is absolute dog shit.
I
Okay.
hate it, man. It's so bad.
It's like people that say, no, it would survive in today's market are absolutely
No.
fooling themselves. I'll look straight into the camera. You're fooling yourself if you think it's going to survive in today's market. It's so competitive. Well, that's like 1% of
Ooh.
people who play it. Congrats. Well, you got
I
10,000 people
I
who
uh,
play
I
the game.
enjoy it for the mere nonsense of it. I mean, just I remember playing on the PC, man. Shoddy CTFs. I just had a
Right.
blast because it was so stupid and fun.
Yep.
And that's what I remember about it, and that's what I would play for
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
they don't have that now.
I
Right.
never I never played Halo CE like hyper competitive like whenever I played it that
I
young.
can't. I
Yeah.
can't even now.
Yeah.
Right.
I cannot get that pistol down for anything. I
I've
hate
been
it.
I've been spawn trapped so many times in that game.
Yeah,
And people are like, well, get better teammates. It's like, no, it's a shitty spawn system, dude. Like,
it's
why
a
am I spawn?
terrible spawn system.
Why am I spawning in their line of sight? That should never happen. By today's
Yeah.
standards, if a game came out like that, it would lose everybody quicker than Halo 4, quicker than Halo 5 is gonna do. It would lose everybody. They would be out the door in a heartbeat. Well, they're not competitive enough. Well, that has no merit because it has no place. It's like take your
Uh,
competitive shit and throw it out the window.
the
People want to
most
play a game that's fun, right?
yeah,
Am I
yeah. To
wrong?
me, I enjoyed Halo 4. I don't care what anybody says. I had fun with Halo 4. The only problems I had with it was the custom loadouts because that was frustrating because jetpack,
And
or not even
stickies,
armor lock, is the
stickies,
stickies,
and then bolt
plasma
shot for
pistol,
a
and stuff
while.
like that. That stuff was irritating as heck, and the ordnance drops.
Yep.
That was irritating. But other than that, you take that stuff out. I loved it. I
Yep.
loved it.
It's
I had a really
fantastic.
good time playing Halo 4.
I did. I liked it a lot, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fake the funk. There were there for a while with the ordnance and stuff. Like I had a decent time, and then I ran into my frustrating moments where it was like, dude, I don't want to play
I've been
this.
I've been part of those.
This is insane. Like, why am I running into a team full of saws and overshield? Like, what is going on right now?
Yep.
Like, I've had
Yeah.
those moments, but it's like for every moment that I had like that, there were two other ones where I was just like ripping faces off and getting like snipe with saw, like in my back pocket. Like, eh, it's a clip. You know, it's a catch 22 with Halo 4. And now that it's an MCC, that's the only Halo I want to play on MCC, to
Right.
be honest
MCC
with
Halo
you.
4 is great. Like there's
It's amazing.
zero
There's no ordnance
ordnance.
drops, which oh my god, that helps tons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
I mean, there's
jetpacks
still
though.
loadouts, still jetpacks, still loadouts. And if you are a jetpacker with an assault rifle, I will find you and I will hurt you because that is the worst. I hate it. I will use my
Oof.
Promethean vision all day to find you.
The-
All day.
Agreed.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really
I
looking
like Halo
forward to Halo
4.
5. Good
Looking
lord.
forward to your mind, yeah.
But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying Halo 2 and 4. Those are mine. That's what I like to play. Halo 2
Yeah.
Anniversary. I don't know that I like it
No.
all that much.
No.
Okay.
It's the hit detection ruins that game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's terrible hit detection. Hopefully that'll be fixed. Hopefully.
yeah. Let's hope by E3, guys. We got this. Save MCC first.
uh, I had on my video recently that I did, someone asked me how I felt about hashtag MCC, save MCC first. Basically said it like this. Um, I want MCC to work, but I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move
Right.
on.
Yep.
I want the next game.
Right there with you.
But when I'm feeling that nostalgia feelings, I want to be able to go back and go through the campaigns again, maybe do a few other things there, here and there. But I'm ready to move on.
Right.
Agreed.
I'm there. I was there
So
like pretty much maybe a month after MCC came out. I was like, right after I played the Halo 5 beta, I think it ruined me in a way
I think
because it was like,
that game's biggest ally was the nostalgia factor. Now that
yeah,
that's out of the question, it's
right.
Yeah.
Like I can't,
it's a game.
like that's the thing. I can't get it back. Like what I did in Halo 2
Yeah.
originally, I can't do now. So it's like that factor is out of the window for me. I rather make
Have
Halo
fun.
5
Yeah,
great.
it's kind of
You
interesting.
know?
Like I was actually thinking about that because like the house that I've moved in here recently is actually the house that I grew up in as a kid. So it's like
Oh, that's
really,
cool.
yeah,
That's awesome.
it's really weird that what it's not, it's kind of cool at the same time though because like I like
Sure.
the room that I'm in right here. This is my room as a kid. This is where like I grew up.
That's where the magic happened.
Right, exactly. No. Uh, but yeah,
Wow, chicken, wow, wow.
it's crazy now, like, cause I'll see like little kids like getting off the bus, at like 3 o'clock, like they're all getting off the bus here, and I'm like, wow, that
That
like
was
totally
me.
used to be me. You know
That
what I
was
mean?
you, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I'm going back to the same place, but it's two completely different experiences, and there's
Right.
like definitely some parallels there with Halo. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you go back to it, but it'll never be the same. Like none of my friends are here that I grew up with. Like they're nowhere to be found. They're off with their families. In college, working.
Right.
It's just it'll never be the same. The only thing you can do is just like
Move
cherish
forward.
what you did have, right?
Right.
It's nice to go back and think about it every now and again, but it's just never going to be there. Never going to be the
Right.
same.
And it's like
No.
that's the way I feel. It's like I can't I need to build a new home for myself. Aw, love on the screen. Look at that. Aw. I wish my
Poor
wife
woman.
did that every now and then.
Poor woman.
Night, honey.
But yeah, like I can't recreate it, man. I need to
Yep.
build in essence a new home where I can create new memories
Oh
with
yeah.
people that I love and experiences that I can have with other friends and stuff like that. And I've done that in a way with Battlefield Hardline. Like I have 5 people that I game with consistency. Um, and Sniper's one of those guys that's always like, he's always there. And I told him, "Are you getting Halo 5 when it comes out?" He's like, "Are you playing it?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm day one, like digital download exclusive, like whatever." He's like, "Yeah, I'll get it then and we'll play it." And I said, "Listen, you're going to love this game." And the reason why he's going to love this game is because I love this game, man, and I feel like I'm gonna surround myself by people who love Halo, people who love the game. Like I don't want to listen to the negativity. I just want to play games and
and
have
have
fun.
fun.
When when I want to win, like I do, I still want to win. But it's the fact of like I want to have fun. If I can't sit there and talk to somebody that I'm playing with because we're just concentrating so hard that it's like, what's the point, man? I'm not doing anything. Like, build
Oof.
relationships, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying, man. One of the best times I have online, and I'm not the super competitive guys like some of the other guys we've played with.
Right.
Um, that's a whole different experience. That's a whole different level of concentration on a game, and you feel like you're definitely, if you're not performing up to them standards, I'm like, I shouldn't be here,
Bringing everybody
and I
down,
should,
right?
because
Yeah.
I'm bringing these
Right.
guys down. But if I'm playing with good friends and we're having a good time, I relax, I play better, and just have fun overall. And that's for me when I'm working 12-hour days and I want to come home. I don't want to sit here and
Exactly.
grind out
Rage.
next level or next rank or whatever. I want to have fun.
It's like, what?
Hashtag the
You want
grind.
to,
Yeah.
you still want to win, though. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Like,
absolutely. I'm not just being an idiot running off the map, going, "Ah,
right.
fellas,
It's like
betraying my
pointing your
teams."
gun straight up at the sky and stuff. Like,
Whee! I'm having fun.
yeah, it's
But we
like,
have done that. We have done that.
yeah. I
I
think,
still remember Rapscallion doing the leaps of. I'm going to call it the leap of faith on that map. What is it, Pegasus? We did
Oh
a
yeah.
ground pound off, see how far we could go. We had a good
oh,
little time of
yeah.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that was
There's
pretty
like an
fun.
instant kill barrier there. Like you'll like just like charge up and then like
Watch our bodies
as soon
roll.
as you hit it, like you just like ragdoll, like see
Yeah,
how far you like slide down the hill. It's
We need to make a mini game for that.
that'd be pretty
definitely.
fun, dude.
Yeah,
But I think,
I always mess with cleanup on a drift too, because I know the first thing you're gonna do is sprint straight for
sprint
that
to snipe.
sniper rifle.
Right.
Go
So like
snipe.
I'll
Go
just
snipe.
purposely do it just to piss him off. I like grab it and just immediately jump off the edge of the map.
Weren't you? Didn't you betray me for it one time? And it was just like you kept on hitting me. I was like, Raps, I'm trying to fucking snipe. This is my map. I'm trying to snipe here, and it's like, no, I'm just gonna melee you. And then I was just like, I almost lost my stuff because it was just like you were sitting there and you had a complete disregard for my good time that I was about to have with my cheesy Promethean vision and sniper. That it's just like you just kept going, and I was like, no, it's not the way it's supposed to be. But dude, that was a good time though. I had pretty
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
time.
Look. You're looking back on it now, and you're laughing.
Right. Because it's like I remember that exact time and like the whole game it threw my whole entire game off. I had a terrible game and I was like, Raps, what are you doing? Because I don't even think did you have a mic?
No, I don't think so. I
I
remember
I
like
don't think you had a mic.
I was just like because I had like infinite sprint. I was just like sprinting, like kind of like pushing you back as I was running.
Yeah, and you were running into me. Like you were sprinting into me all the time. I was like, man, quit shoulder bumping me, man. And it was just like it was just
Mouthy
like the
man, back
worst, man.
off.
It was the worst and like but see, that was fun. Like that was fun because I understood what you were trying to do. I understood your meta, man. And like when you understand that meta, like you have to think about what they're thinking that you're thinking, and then you understand the meta. So
Ah, such a
hashtag
good time.
competitive, hashtag MLG, CSL, HSN, QVC, whatever it may be. But yeah, like I think with Halo 5, as long as you surround yourself with good people, like you're gonna have a good time. And I'm not gonna concentrate on what's the longevity of the game. I think people are giving too much emphasis on that, believe it or not. And like my main point is there could be 20,000 people in the game, there could be 5,000 people in the game, whatever it may be. I want to find three other people that I can stand to be around 24/7, and then it just doesn't matter. The other stuff will take care of itself. I mean, like population, sure, it affects a game to an extent, but again, so much of your happiness and so much of your good times in gaming is based on who you are and what your mindset is and what your disposition is at that time. And I'm determined to be happy with Halo 5, so that's just how I'm going into it.
Yep.
I'm with
Yep.
you. I'm with you. I'm ready to
Iron,
play right now, to be
I'm
honest with
telling
you.
you, Iron Rank right now. Iron Rank. I'm trying to
Dude,
recruit
I'm gonna be right
people.
there with you. I'm right
Let's
there
go.
with you, man.
Let's go
I,
straight
Iron
Iron
Rank, Team
Rank.
Iron.
Team Iron. Right here, dude. We got it. It's coming. And then Raps, dude, his first game in Iron Rank is going to be like a 40 bomb. He's going to drop a 40 bomb in Team Slayer
Man,
or something.
I remember when we were playing Halo 5. Like I didn't even know what an iron rank looked like. Like
I did. I did.
Yeah. I think the first time I saw it was I was playing with you, Clean, and I'm like, what the hell? Like I thought there was like something wrong with my game. Like what is that on my screen? I
What
didn't
is
even know
this
Iron Rank
copper?
existed. I
What
didn't
is
even know
this
it existed.
copper color? And then it was like,
What
well,
is
I
that?
started off I started off as iron and I worked my way up to gold. So, I mean, that's my plans. My plan is to start at iron, work my way up with really good gameplay, get some gameplays, make
Oh
some
yeah.
commentaries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh dude, the pub stomps are gonna be coming in
who doesn't
like
want to watch
clockwork.
pub stomps? Who does not want to watch pub stomps? Like
Oh,
nasty
dude, the
snipes.
mollywops that we're gonna be getting,
The
it's
Molly
gonna be getting
Oh,
insane.
Molly Taj.
What?
see, and that was the best thing about assault rifle starters was the fact of like you would get like these little nublets playing, and then it had to be close quarters combat, so they would come up close to you, and the next thing you know, you'd be up above them, and then all of a sudden, ground pound for a double kill and stuff. Like it's so good.
Mhm.
I don't even care what anybody thinks. If you think the ground pound is bad, you're bad. You're living your life wrong if you think ground pound is bad, because that shit is
I,
hype. It's like the
I
ultimate
love
teabag.
pulling that off. I
It's
love
the
getting that.
best. It's like
It was.
it's one of the best feelings I've had in
I was
gaming in a long
so
time.
I was so skeptical of the ground pound, but it's done a
I think we
complete
all were.
180 on me. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so fun.
like
I
it
cannot
it
I
It's
it,
cannot
not easy to
wait.
pull
I can't
off.
wait to ground pound a warthog. I can't wait.
it
I did.
almost.
I don't know
Go
if you
ahead.
guys saw the clip, but I did this clip. It was on Empire or something. Somebody was hiding in. It was. What was that? What was that objective game? I can't.
Strongholds.
Strongholds.
Strongholds. They're in that center area under the
Mm-hmm.
turbine. They were hiding behind the little pillar thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
ground pounded, knocked them out, and then finished them off. It's like, yeah,
And
that's badass.
that was
Yeah.
in your most recent video, wasn't it? Or you
No,
got a
no, that
double
was
kill. You got a double kill off a ground pound. I remember
oh
watching
yeah,
that. That was
that was
nice.
fun.
I like that. That was cool. I did the same thing on Truth, and it was just like, this is what it's all about, man. And it almost got to a point where it was like, if Halo 5 didn't have ground pound, I was gonna like flip out. Like I might not even play it. Like legit. I was just like,
My best ground pound was on Regret. So like you know how like when you first spawn, you have the little lift that goes up to the second platform up there, like on either
mhm,
red and blue base. So
yep,
like I got into a fight, like I was rushing to get the Hydra because it was spawning, and then another guy like got it before me. So I like thrustered and got the hell out of there. So then he's
yeah,
like chasing after me on the radar. So like I had this like ingenious idea in my head. So like I I run into the lift and lift up and I see him, he's like chasing me below. So as I'm
yeah.
in midair, like I hold down that crouch button and turn around. And as he's lifting up, I like ground
Oh,
pound him in midair. Like I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's what it's all about,
beast.
man. Like, did you guys have any like non-thrusted assist ninjas in that game?
I
Ugh.
don't know. Don't know.
I
I've had
did.
I
a
I
think
had I had a mid-air assassination ninja, non-thrusted. So it was like legit. It was a legit ninja, and I was like, yes, this is it.
yes. I
Yeah.
think I got
yeah,
one. I got one ninja in the beta, and I can't. I don't remember if it was on if it was thruster or not. But I'm sure I was like Xbox record that shit like immediately.
Oh yeah.
record that shit.
Record it right now.
Record that, bro.
Damn it!
Dude, there's gonna be so many clips though, and I really want people to look at Halo 5 not as MCC, not as Halo 3, not as Halo 2, not as Halo Combat Evolved, not even as Reach, okay? The stepchild of the entire Halo franchise. Look at it as its own individual game with its own individual merit and realize that it's not those games. Nothing will ever be those games ever again. Not even Master Chief Collection, okay? It's just the fact of like if you aren't determined to make your own memories and make them good,
Hmm.
then why are you playing? Like, why are you even playing video games? Like, go out and be somebody in life. You know what I mean? Don't ruin somebody's good time because you have a difference of opinion. It's just like I've seen so many people be like, even Modest Major, not to call him out or whatever, but bro, he said, I'll give Halo 5 a try. No, fuck that, buddy. You should be playing every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? I'll give Halo 5 a try. Like, bro, are you kidding me? You're gonna play that shit every day, nonstop. I know it because you'll probably be in some of my lobbies. And it's like, I don't even see why people are being like tossing it off as like, oh no, I've got so much going on right now that I might play Halo 5. It's like, no, no, you're gonna play Halo 5. Shut up.
12:01 that night.
Yeah.
I,
Uh,
I,
See?
I know I'm gonna be there.
I think.
GameStop's gonna be hurting this year. No one's
Excuse
Yeah.
gonna
me.
be there.
I got something coming on. It's gonna hit me on October 27th.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sick.
It's
I'm
coming.
I'm I'm actually calling off E3 just because I do that yearly because I need to I feel the need to see number one what Microsoft is doing, especially with the Halo HoloLens or whatever. I
Oh
really want
man,
to see that
please
because I
put that in
feel
Halo
like it's
5.
something that I would do, and I also want to see what 343 has in store for Halo.
Ooh,
Um,
I think
yeah.
that's when the dam's gonna start breaking. We're gonna start really seeing a lot of stuff.
Well, here's the thing. Frank O'Connor said you should know a lot more information. I don't know if it's just hunt the truth stuff or whatever. He's very cryptic and like whatever, but he said you should know a lot of information by E3. If that means pre E3, like until E3, or if that means after E3. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Starting to
I think
break up there.
we're gonna.
Yeah, I don't. Got coming.
Praise.
Here we go. We're back.
You're
Sorry.
breaking up.
Now
There it
you're
We
is.
back?
breaking up.
Are we all there?
Yeah, you back?
Check, baby. Check, baby.
I
One, two.
can hear you.
Hashtag we back.
I can hear you.
Okay, I think we're
Hashtag
leveling out.
your
Holy
vid. I think video
stuff.
to you.
Oh, this is awful.
Who has the
Okay.
terrible connection?
I have
No.
terrible connection.
All right, so we've been doing this for about an hour now. We're probably over the hour mark here now. So I made a video earlier today where basically I asked a question to the people who were watching it. And Crazed, I saw you actually left a comment on it, but it was basically like regarding Halo 5. Of course they're gonna be adding some new stuff to it, but I
Right.
asked like specifically like what would Halo 5 like have to do to blow your mind like with Halo 2 you had like the online ranks and just Xbox Live in general and the fact that you could like board vehicles, and then in Halo 3 of course you had like the theater mode and Forge. Like there was just like these huge expansions to it. Like what would Halo 5 for you, Clean? Like what would they need to do?
Oh,
Like wow you.
besides just exist at this point,
Be
I
on
would,
my Xbox One right now.
yeah, if it could do that, that'd be great. But I think one thing that they could do is I want to see a lot less QuickTime events in games, and I want to see a lot of fluidity between one point to the next, to where the cutscenes kind of blur into the game, to where it's like I want to be able to take down scarabs and not have it be a quick time event. I want to be
Yep.
able to like not button press. I don't want to follow button like follow me to
Yeah.
this objective
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I feel like there are so many games that are like you have to go here and then it's a checkpoint on a map and then there's no sense of discovery. And I feel like with Halo, with Master Chief kind of being lost, I feel like his HUD, his mini map needs to be removed to where you feel completely vulnerable without Cortana, to where it's like you don't even have radar. So the sense of exploration and the sense of where are the enemies coming from, who is the enemy, like is all blurred.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank God you're
you
wearing
know,
pants.
what?
But yeah,
It zoomed out? I told you we were gonna have one of those moments where it's just like you're recording this, right?
Yeah.
To where it's like say something dramatic.
Crazed. Did you guys just hear Halo 5 just dropped?
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Please do not zoom in on that and use it as a fucking like
That's the
profile
thumbnail.
picture or something. Stop, dude.
It's like you just got tased.
Oh shit. But that's what I want to see. I want to see, a sense of like if he is lost, make it so he's lost,
Right.
Like
Like, well,
I
man,
don't
I was
know.
gonna say something like Fallout, but it's not gonna be open world, so damn it. But
damn it.
yeah, that's cool. I definitely like play on the fact that he is lost. I definitely
Or
dig
like,
that. But
well, okay, it doesn't have to be open world. You could have him run into roadblocks that direct him a certain way. Like he'll see like a huge wave of something to his right, so it forces him to go left, to where
yeah,
it's
okay.
still linear.
Instead of like a waypoint, that's what you're saying. Like you don't want a waypoint, just kind of showing you where to go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, I feel without
make it feel
Cortana, he
natural.
wouldn't get waypoints. To be honest,
Right.
Cortana always set the waypoints.
And I feel like his
Yeah.
armor, any armor like destruction that he has within the game, shouldn't be fixed because he doesn't have Cortana there to fix it.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
he
that's,
was
that's
so
interesting because
reliant on her.
it could be like two different types of gameplay. Like not only you playing from like two different people, like in Halo 3, like even though you were playing as the Arbiter, other than the fact that he had like invisibility, it was like largely the same. Um,
Right.
even something like that would be really cool. Like you had like two different like kind of play styles. Like
Ah,
which actually, what about that Spartan Lock trailer? Like is he gonna be like that seriously OP in the actual game or what?
Which
I mean,
About like where he's like jumping around, like he jumps out of the pelican and like busts through
is
walls and slams
uh,
down banshees and stuff.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't. I think that's mostly done for dramatic effect,
right.
more or less. But it does bring up a lot of questions, though. How far they're going to go with it?
Yeah.
Because I did see an in-game Unishack pulling off some crazy jumps from time to time. I mean, he's catching ledges and whatever else, but he was able to do it. He was able to catch a few things.
Yeah.
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 So
Cool.
I said I think most of it's for dramatic effect, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I think it's just like so you just be like hyped up, like whoa, that looks amazing.
Dude, it was
Locke is a
almost too
badass.
fast. Am I
Yeah.
the only one who thought like it was almost too fast? Like too
Yeah, for
Gotta
me-
furious?
tease. Just tease. That's all you get.
Yep.
So on that same subject, like BBK, he actually commented on the video and he was saying like one thing that he would like to see in it would be like something like in-game like featured tournaments. So like right now, like you have like kind of like third parties that they're sponsoring all these tournaments, like ESL or
HCS and
HCS stuff like that, right? Like just imagine like the actual tournament like being in the game itself, like you just kind of boop boop boom, you're in the tournament.
Battle
And
Royale. Anybody?
yeah,
It'll be happening.
That's a
That'll
nice.
that'll
That's a
definitely
nice
be happening.
blind you got there.
You have a nice
yeah, I
blind there.
know.
Put it to your face. You have to put it in front of you. There it is. Oh, hello. No, but Yeah, that would be definitely cool to where it was like, oh, I want to enter into this tournament, and then it'll bring up like Bing, you'll be able to like whatever snap Bing over here, and it's like, do you want to sign up for the tournament? It's like yes, and then it automatically downloads your profile, everything, and it says X tournament will be at 3 a.m. Pacific time or whatever,
That'd be pretty
and then
cool.
it's like, and then you start playing. Yeah, that would be good. I think that
You
would
know,
be really cool.
now I think I put on the comment there for the video. I think I said firefight, and I'd
Yeah.
innovate it in some way. But really sitting to actually having time to sit and think about it, I think a custom games playlist where you can create a custom
Mm.
game with your maps, your playlist that you want to create, or you can join a custom game. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Far
That
Cry
would be
had that.
that'd be sweet.
Far Cry
I
had
would
that,
love to
and
see
they
that.
also
Yeah.
had a map editor to where you could build your own maps. And before the game, all they would do is just have you download the map really quick, and it says you must have X map, and then we'd download really quick. With the internet speed today and the Xbox like capability of internet speed, like you'd be having maps in like a matter of a minute, maybe seconds, and then
Mhm.
you'd be able to go right in the game, and then you would have that map saved on your recent maps or recent files or underneath that, and then
Mm-hmm.
you would have to go in and do
You save it
maintenance.
if you liked it, and if you didn't,
Right, exactly, and then you could rate
Yeah.
it, do stuff like that, and it's like
ooh, a
that's
rating
really cool.
system for file share, a
That would be
real rating
great.
system.
Right. To where it's like, oh, the most downloaded, like legit most downloaded, most liked, most favorited, whatever it may be. And then you
Yeah.
could go in and tag the author and then see all of their creations or like other creations that they've published and
Yeah.
download
You have
those.
like a
Yeah,
legit
that
like
would be cool.
profile. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That'd
And
be
if you
really
could
That would,
cool.
link the maps to any game types that would go with it. So if you're downloading the map, you download the game type right along with it.
right. I want to see
For like
Jenga.
all the
I want to
mini
see all the
games,
Jenga playlists. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Jenga all day.
All day 24/7 server. That would be hilarious. I would love to see that. I think custom game browser would be great. I don't think it's something that will be implemented. It's something you could suggest for Halo 6 for sure because they're going to start working on Halo 6 probably soon
October
after
right now.
launch.
October
Right
28th.
now,
Yeah.
there's somebody working on Halo 6 right now, which is
Oh
the
yeah.
most frustrating thing to me ever. But it's whatever. How jealous am I? I wish I could get that would be my dream job to get a job at 343.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's
Who
like
wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to work
Just be a
there?
tester, map tester.
something. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
care. Like put me in there as a looking after the art. Like I don't care. Like my
They
my
put me in
degree
there
is
as clean out the trash cans.
I don't care. I
Oh,
could
I'll
be
play that
Beamish
for a little bit.
Junior. Just holding around with a mop or something and a broom and just like they call me cleanup for a reason. I mean, come on. I will
There we
clean
go.
up. But yeah, I don't know. Ravs,
I
what would you need?
I would want to see like Titanfall scale battles. Like I just want to see like campaign like battles in multiplayer. Like I want to be able to see like jackals and grunts and hunters and like drop ships coming in, dropping all these things off while you're playing like capture the flag or something like that. Like have like big team battle type stuff,
Yeah.
like with like
Mhm.
enemy AI on the field. Like make it actually feel like this giant like battle between these two
But they have
forces.
to be dumb, right?
Have to be
Well,
done. No,
yeah, you don't want.
no.
I wouldn't want them to be like Spartan level, like you're playing against a human.
No, no, definitely not
Right.
that difficult. But I mean, just like you'd be playing, just like you would be playing a campaign, like literally, like they have like an elite with like a squad of like grunts surrounding him that are like, going to different objectives, and you may
They
run
kind
into him as you're running around.
Somebody who's watching this right now is like shaking their finger. They're like, no, 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 never know. I don't care about your opinion. It's bad. No, but That makes sense. Like that to me would be pretty cool, just in BTB, obviously. But I mean, like those grandiose kind of battles is something that we all want. You know what I mean? And I think if you added the AI, it would be cool. Um, there's got to be something more to it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like
Hmm.
in that case you should be able to like drop down a warship of more grunts or drop down like a or like a banshee to do a banshee run or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like kind of like ordnance style, like calling in
Right.
like backup or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be
It would
great
be
for
pretty
like
tight.
firefight. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool for firefight. You and your buddies, and then you call in a batch of Marines or something.
Right.
Watch them
That
get
would be,
killed, and then you keep going.
But
they're like
would be kind of cool. Like you could have it as like maybe like an unlock system. Like I really liked the way that Gears of War did their. I don't think it was horde mode. It was another type of mode. Like basically like but you had like a round of enemies, and then once you like killed all the enemies, you had like a minute to like spend your points on like building different fortifications. Like you could build like turrets or build like walls to make it harder for them to like kind of reach you. You know?
yeah, it's like a horde mode. It's a horde
Yeah,
Yeah.
mode.
that was hard. Gears 3.
Was it horde mode? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like something like kind of adding something like that would be really cool. Like say you'd be able to spend your points to like drop down like a squad of like AI Spartans or like drop down a warthog that you can use for the next round or something like that. Like
Right.
that would be cool to spend like your points or whatever that you get during the round to better increase your odds of winning the next one.
Right.
That'd be really cool.
That seems cool.
That would be probably right along the lines of what's game to Invasion. It sounds that'd be great for something like Invasion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I hope they bring back. To be honest with you,
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't
I
I
like
didn't play it a
Invasion.
whole lot as it was intended because they modified it and whatnot. But it
Yeah.
was a fun game. I
Yeah.
liked the what they could do with it.
I think Halo Reach was really good for customs.
Oh,
Am I
it was
wrong?
it was
Like it was
great for
really good for
customs.
that. Really good for firefight. Really good for invasion, like you said. But dude, just as a multiplayer game, it was so bad. It's just so bad. Like anybody that defends that is like ultimately like you get no points
Jetpack,
from
man.
me for that.
Got
I, I really
jetpack
liked how
and
they just
armor lock.
Oh yeah, armor
Yep.
lock, jetpack, and I really love the fact that they just copied and pasted areas out of the campaign and just put them in multiplayer. That was fantastic. I loved how they
That
Yeah.
did that.
was that was good. That
It's
was
like
not
you're
bad.
cute. You're cute, Bungie. You do cute things like
Now,
this all the
now,
time. Now in Destiny, you see all this area over here. You can totally go over there. No, 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 you
All
can't.
except you can't.
no,
But you have to buy the DLC. It's the only multiplayer game like that is actually playable. But you have to buy DLC. Oh, well played. Well played. But it's like, are
uh,
you guys getting Black Ops 3?
negative, sir. No, I won't be.
I am not.
I know, crazy. I know you say
I
you enjoy Call of Duty,
I
which
have
is fine.
actually not
Which
bought a Call of
listen,
Duty game in since Modern Warfare 2, I think.
Oh really? Okay.
I think,
yeah,
but I get them for Christmas or whatever, so I'll play them at that point.
okay. Because I mean, when you tweeted me that, like, I've always enjoyed a Call of Duty game, I literally threw up in my mouth a little bit, Chris.
Sorry.
No, I'm
I'm
with
like,
Craze, man. I enjoy playing the Call of Duty campaigns. I do
I
enjoy
zoomed
playing
out again.
those.
Are you ready, guys?
You like
Oh,
Call of Duty?
That's a good one.
Elliot! Embarrassing photos with cleanup. Hello.
I doubt it'd be the first time or the
No,
last.
no,
All right,
certainly
gentlemen.
not.
We've been at this for about an hour and a half now. I think it's kind of a good time to call it. Any
Holy
Just one more game.
smokes.
one more
Raps,
game,
one more game.
dude.
Clean up,
That's the name. One more game. That's the name.
clean up's line. More
Come on,
game.
Just one more game,
come on,
guys.
come on, man.
It's 6 a.m. One more game.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Hey, when Halo 5 comes out, I'm all about
Dude,
one more
I'm
game.
all about it. One more game, dude.
Hashtag one more game.
Iron rank, son.
Iron ranks, one more game.
All right, gents. Thanks for hanging out tonight. This was fun. We definitely got to do this more
Yeah.
often.
Well, we'll do this a lot. I'm sure of it.
Yep.
Oh.
I think this is a good crew, good people. I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Rapscallion.